Hello everyone, my name is Tara G. Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers tease that the untimely and needless death of Emma Barber, Nia Sue, will impact those who knew her in unexpected ways. Being the monster that he is, Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, will use the situation that he caused, which no one yet realizes, to his advantage. B&B spoilers. Emma Barber's death will impact everyone who knew her. Hope Logan, Annika Noel, is a kind soul. Some would say she's naive about life. Others would point to her critics as cynics. Thomas has convinced himself that he would have been the better spouse than Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, all these past years. Longtime B&B fans recall that Thomas and Hope briefly sought each other when both characters were played by other actors. During the time referenced above, with however Thomas felt about Hope, she was not in love with him. She also doesn't love him now, but still, as always, is committed in her heart to Liam. Though she did tell him to return to Thomas' sister, Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline the Sins would. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Mixed messages put Emma Barber in the path to destruction. The mixed message Hope sent positioned her in Thomas' direct line of sight. He's happy that steam appears to be rekindling what they once had. That's why Thomas is also insistent on using this window of opportunity to secure hope for his future, as he knows a revert of Lope is still possible. Meanwhile, Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K., doesn't see his son's re-emergent troubles. Brooke Logan Forrester, Catherine Kelly Lang, does, and is increasingly worried that Hope will be the target of whatever spin-out Thomas is heading toward. As Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, just recounted with Brooke, Thomas behaved radically toward his brother Rick Forrester, as most recently played by Jacob Young, in the past, and isn't a stable person. But Bill's conversation with Brooke was interrupted by Justin Barber's, Aaron Spears' sorrowful call about Emma's fatal car crash. B&B spoilers. Ridge Forrester will not hear more excuses for Thomas Forrester. Unless Ridge is willing to hear what his wife is saying and stops making his traditional excuses for Thomas, Kay's character and Brooke will be at odds. Ridge is solid and should survive the entirety of Thomas' actions, which will eventually be exposed. But considering Brooke and Ridge's relationship history, there's no guarantee that they remain united or maintain their nuptials. Along with the above, Flo Fulton Logan, Katrina Bowden, will be more open to Wyatt Spencer's, Darren Brooks, relationship push. She needs the security of someone she trusts more than ever. Their rediscovery of each other and deepening ties will be at least temporarily strengthened through this event. Flo, Zoe Buckingham, Kiara Barnes, and Xander Avant, Adane Bradley, are considering Thomas' involvement in Emma's death. While Flo holds onto Wyatt even more tightly, Xander will continue pushing his love, Zoe to tell the truth. In the meantime, keep up with Celebrating the Soaps for all the latest news and updates right here. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Wednesday, June 26, tease that a heartfelt memorial service will get underway. Emma Barber's, Nia Sue, short life will be remembered as the Forresters, Spencers, Logans, Avants, and Specters come together. Some of them didn't know Emma that well. Others were quite close to her. However, everyone will agree this is a terrible tragedy. Everyone except for Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson. Of course, Thomas will put on the somber show and help Hope Logan, Annika Noel, in any way he can. He'll want to Hope to know she can lean on him anytime. Thomas didn't want Emma to die, but he's certainly not sorry she's gone. Emma's permanent silence benefits Thomas greatly, so he'll take full advantage of this second chance at secret keeping. However, Thomas could get tripped up by Brooke Forresters, Catherine Kelly Lang, nosiness. Pam Douglas, Allie Mills. Recent clues could spell trouble, so Thomas will have to be careful. In the meantime, several B&B characters will share memories of Emma. Her bestie, Tiffany Mail Brady, will be on hand to mourn this horrible loss. Justin Barber, Aaron D. Spears, will also have a hard time processing this blow. He adored his niece, so losing Emma so suddenly will be tough to move past. Nevertheless, there will be some light mixed in with the darkness. Some old stories about Emma's sweet spirit will keep her alive in their hearts. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Quinn Forrester, Rinna Sofer, and Eric Forrester, John McCook, will do some reflecting too. They'll consider this untimely death along with Hope and Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Missins Wood. If Emma's demise teaches them anything, it's that life is short, and you have to take happiness when you can. Hope and Steffy will share some warm moments as they grieve. Steffy will undoubtedly worry about how Hope's handling all this. She'll know the memorial must remind Hope of saying goodbye to Beth Spencer, so she'll do her part and check in. Hope should appreciate that and perhaps request some Phoebe Forrester, River Davidson, and Madeleine Valdez time soon. Phoebe always cheers Hope right up. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Hope will remain in the dark on her baby girl for now. But the truth bomb has to drop at some point. It sounds like some excellent scenes are coming up. We'll give you updates as other B&B news and rumors emerge. In the meantime, keep up with Celebrating the Soaps for all the latest news and updates right here. Hope Logan, Annika Noel, has made herself believe that a new direction in life must be taken on The Bold and the Beautiful. But her loved ones see major warning signs with this forced path that involves Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kay, and Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Missins Wood, aren't allowing themselves to see what's happened to Thomas. Yes, he's slipped badly again. Everyone at the beach party knew that Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, wasn't acting like himself. He realized it the next day as well, but had no idea that Thomas drugged him. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Thomas' dangerous obsession. Thomas' obsession with Hope became obvious weeks ago when he began using Douglas Forrester, Henry Joseph Samiri, his own son, as a manipulation tool. In the recent past, Thomas gained knowledge of the baby swap reveal, chose to withhold that information from Hope, Steffy, and Liam, and began making threats against 3 people: Flo Fulton Logan, Katrina Bowden, Zoe Buckingham, Kiara Barnes, and Xander Avant, Adane Bradley, who know the secret. Late last month, Thomas tailgated Emma Barber, Nia Sue, on Mulholland Drive. With his headlights glaring in her rear view mirror, she was driven off the road, crashed, and died. Now, Thomas has chemically engineered a reunion between his sister and Liam as part of an ongoing campaign to secure Hope's loyalty. Love isn't what Thomas feels for Hope. Obsession, compulsion, fixation, and other ominous nouns more accurately describe Thomas' slant toward Noel's tortured alter ego and her life. Like Liam, Brooke Logan Forrester, Catherine Kelly Lang, is very troubled by Thomas' link to Hope. Lang's character knows that her daughter remains vulnerable after the so-called stillbirth of Lope's daughter. Until Hope and all involved know that Phoebe Forrester is actually Beth, Thomas' progress is likely to continue. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Hope moves forward with Thomas. Hope can be stubborn, as Liam recently mentioned. It's that staunchness, along with Ridge and Steffy's inability to see how dangerous Thomas has again become, that's combined to put Hope in increasing danger. With Douglas' proposal reaching Hope's soul in marriage to Thomas feeling inevitable, B&B fans are right to speculate as to how far this storyline will stretch until the inevitable reveals happen. Hope's life, along with others, will be further endangered as the summer shows play on. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers tease that Hope Logan, Annika Noel, is in serious danger now that Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, has successfully cut her off from Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton. With Clifton's character's manipulated gaze directed back to Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Missins Wood, Hope is living in Thomas' fantasy world. As risky as it seemed, the drug plan Thomas hatched worked. Liam's chemically altered drink caused him to see Steffy as he once did. Yes, Steen reconnected because Thomas engineered Liam's interest. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Thomas' behavior is deadly. Hope has no idea just how much behind-the-scenes work Thomas has been doing since he returned from New York. The scheme to pair her with Douglas Forrester, Henry Joseph Samiri, as often as possible created a far quicker bond than would normally have been possible, using that innocent boy as a puppet on many occasions, from the forged illustration to various Go Fish games, along with time-spending requests, and the invented letter from Caroline Spencer, Lindsay Godfrey, all provided a blueprint for what Thomas would do when he learned that Fee Forrester, Madeline Valdez, and River Davidson was actually Beth Spencer. As B&B fans know, Thomas initially planned on telling Hope the whole truth, but he turned on a soapy dime, deciding to use the horrific knowledge as part of a plan to make her his wife and Douglas' stepmother. Xander Avant, Adane Bradley, strongly believes that Thomas is responsible for Emma Barber's, Nia Sue, shocking death. But the other two baby swap secret keepers, Flo Fulton Logan, Katrina Bowden, and Zoe Buckingham, Kiara Barnes, aren't as sure. Of course, Xander's suspicions are correct, which reinforces the fact, not opinion, that Hope is in Thomas' direct line of fire. All soap fans can see that Thomas' feelings toward Noel's embattled character could surely turn from his version of love to serious consequences. Hope wouldn't necessarily have to learn about everything Thomas has done, or even realize a little bit. Instead, she could simply resist his rush and face whirlwind fallout. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Brooke sees through Thomas' charade. Coupled to his mental health issues, Thomas' lack of confidence is causing him to feel that he needs to control all aspects of what he thinks is a courtship. Hope is used to Liam's full chivalry, and based on her trusting nature and continuing stages of grief, hasn't caught on to what Thomas is really doing. But her mother has. Brooke Logan Forrester, Catherine Kelly Lang, sees through Thomas' words and actions. With Liam now seemingly neutralized, Hope will need her mom's interest if she's to be protected from catastrophe. It feels as though B&B is writing Thomas into containing Hope and Douglas in some unknown area. Possibly it will be a trip to an island or a hike into the mountains. With whatever he does, or however it happens, Hope will eventually be forced to see Thomas without his mask. Yes, the projected chaos will be worth it, as Beth will be regained, unless, of course, Brooke or another character saves the day. In the meantime, keep up with Celebrating the Soaps for all the latest news and updates right here. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel and stay with us.